So Brian, tell us a little bit about what it is about gender equity that's important to you and why supporting women's careers is something that you prioritize.
I think that goes back to very early on in my career. It was my second managerial position, and I was managing a technical support team that included a man and a woman. And it became clear very quickly that they had different motivations, but that they were incredibly strong as a team. So for the man, I would say, John, that was an amazingly slick solution. And oh, he loved that. I mean, that would make him want to make it even slicker the next time. And the woman, if I said that, she'd shrug her shoulders. Okay, fine. But if I said to her, that made a huge difference for our customer, you know, they really appreciate what you did. It was clear the mission of supporting customers was very important to her.
And were they doing the same job?
Exactly the same job.
Wow, that's really interesting. Okay.
So, and very successfully as a team, because they'd hand off projects to each other. Like, you take this one because maybe it wasn't as technically, you know, challenging and boring for John, but it meant a lot to the customer. So anyway, and a second example is much later on in my career. I was managing development, support, and quality assurance, and one of the teams had two men on it who had just very different work styles. They clashed, and they couldn't get out of each other's way in many cases. There was very little generosity of spirit, and I ended up hiring in a woman to the team, and the dynamic changed completely. It became much more like, how can we help each other out? Now, the two men never became close friends, but the working relationship more flourished in there, because she was much more collaborative in the way she did things and brought them together. So, you know, when I think back about all of the teams that I've managed over many decades of years, it seems that diversity of the team really creates a huge strength. And in this example, you know, the women brought a sense of mission and a sense of collaboration to the team. And I've seen so many other attributes over the years.
Was it obvious to you, like in the interviewing process, that she had more of that temperament, or, you know, what made you think that, you know, it would help this team to work better?
I was looking to hire a woman at that point, and I didn't know that it was going to make that much of a difference. I had just hoped. And yes, you know, when I was hiring, I was looking for somebody who would be more collaborative in nature, and that, you know, would focus on customer rather than on the team dysfunction, so to speak. And she really brought it together.
Awesome. Awesome. Great examples.
Thank you.